Hey, what's up YouTube? Randy here. I wanted to make a video today about Uber from a driver's perspective to help other potential drivers understand what they can expect when signing up with Uber. And I'm going to be talking about UberX specifically. I have no experience with XL, SUV, black car, taxi, strictly UberX here. Now, I've been doing UberX for 12 months. And during this 12 months, I've been in two separate cities, Indianapolis, Oklahoma City. I started in Oklahoma City from the beginning when they launched, and recently moved up here to Indianapolis, and I've been here for about 2 months now. So Oklahoma City for 10 months, 2 months up here in Indy, and I basically just want to share my story with you. And before I get started, I'd like to give a shout out to Guy Uber. I believe his name is Ivan. Go check out his channel and his videos. I mean, trust me, you watch his videos, you're going to be signing up for Uber today. Yesterday even. But since I'm already a partner for Uber, you know, no need for me to be going off and doing that. But I do want to clear up something for the average guy, girl, woman, man, whatever, in the average city in America here. Ivan has pay statements on there that he shows where he's making $2,000 a week, and he absolutely is. You can check his videos out. He's definitely making that kind of money, but that is not realistic for the average Uber driver. Okay, you're gonna watch his videos and you're gonna be like, man, I got to get on Uber today, and then you're gonna go out and you're gonna work and you're gonna get paid for your week, and you know your first week is usually not all that great. You're going to look at your pay statement and you're going to be like, man, you know, I only made 150, 200 bucks. You're going to get discouraged, and then you're just not going to do it anymore. There are a lot of people that sign up for Uber. They work for a day and they don't make what they expected to make, so they just don't go back. Or they work for a week and they don't make what they expected to make, so they just don't go back. You've got to give it time, all right? Trust me. I've been there both times. I mean, 10 months in Oklahoma City. By the time I was done, you know, I knew where all the spots were to be, and I was making decent money. $2,000 a week? No. I was making decent money. I've been in Indianapolis now for a couple months, and again, when I first started, you know, I didn't know where to be, didn't know, you know, where the business was. It didn't start out very well. But, you know, here I am again, back to making decent money. So, can you make good money with Uber? Absolutely. Should you expect to make $100,000 a year working for Uber? Absolutely not. Not realistic. I had a business before I did Uber. I was bringing in $126,000 a year, all right, as a sole proprietor. So I've got business experience. After the closing of my business, you know, I was left in a position where what am I going to do 6 years being out of the workforce? You know, where am I going to fit in here? Nowhere. I mean, honestly, there was nowhere that I fit in. However, I'm an excellent driver. I've always been an excellent driver. And I had a car, obviously. I call it the Ratmobile. It is a 2007 Honda Fit. It's a great car for doing UberX. No, I am not advertising for Honda, and no, Honda is not paying me for this, but I've got to give some mad props to this car. Okay, this Honda Fit has 130,000 miles on it now, and most of them have been put on by myself. And it has never broken down. It doesn't have an oil leak, has nothing. Replace the fluids, transmission, coolant, and oil regularly. Changed the spark plugs once. I've changed the tires, I've changed the brakes, and I put one belt on it, one serpentine belt. Other than that, that car is 100% factory. 100% stock at 130,000 miles with nothing ever breaking down on it. That car is still going strong today, and believe me, UberX is hard on a vehicle, and this car just takes it and smiles. I mean, you want to do UberX, you want to get 34 miles a gallon doing it, you want a car that's going to be cheap to do this kind of work with, go get a Honda Fit, man. I don't care what year, from 2006 to 2014, just go get one. Now, if Honda wants to donate some money, you know, to me for this kind of advertising, I would greatly appreciate it. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, back to Uber, okay? If you're going to do Uber, UberX. I highly recommend a very fuel-efficient car. Doesn't have to be a Honda Fit. It's just my car preference, and it has done very well for me. But lots of little cars, man. Chevy Avios, I think is what they're called. You've got the Nissan Versa. Little cars. Make sure that you've got enough seat belts to seat 5 people, including yourself. 5 people, 5 seat belts. And it's got to be 2004 or newer. Can't be beat up, can't be torn up. Inside or outside, it's got to be a nice car. It's got to be in good condition. Must have working air conditioning. Okay? Customers don't want it to be 100 degrees outside and you don't have any air conditioning. You got to have working air conditioning, working heat. Car doesn't even have to be in your name. You can work for Uber with your mother's car or your father's car, but your name has to be on the car insurance as a driver. As long as you're on the insurance as a driver, you can use somebody else's car. It's all that matters. No felonies, no weird crap in your background, you know, driving record, obviously, they're going to check that. You don't want that to be sketchy either, because they're not going to take people like that. But for anybody else, if you're looking for a job that's going to pay you decent, this is it, okay? It's not a dangerous job. I'm talking to women. I don't know why there are no women Uber drivers out here. I have not seen a single woman Uber driver in Oklahoma City or in Indianapolis. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are so concerned about, but man, come on, get out here and join the rest of us. There's money out here for you too. Plenty of money for everybody. Now, what are you going to get paid? What can you expect to get paid driving for Uber? Well, that depends on you. The sky is the limit. I'm lying. Totally lying. An average person in an average city, expect that you can bring in $350 a week. Now that's payout. That's what you will get in your bank account. Alright? You can expect that. And that's not working full time. Alright, you want to go out there and you want to work 40 hours, you want to work 50 hours, you can probably double that number. You could bring home, let's be conservative, you can bring home $600 a week. Payout. That's what will go into your bank account. That's how much you will make if you want to go out there and really put the hours in. You work the busy hours, mornings when people are traveling to work, evenings when people are coming home, the bar scene, late nights, Friday, Saturday, obviously, those are the money-making nights. You can bring in $600 a week. You can expect that. If you got 2 people, you know, like your wife or your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you guys go do this together, you put in the hours, you guys can be bringing in $1,200 a week payout. That's good. It's good money, even for one person, okay? I'm a single father. Granted, I'm not making the kind of money that I'm used to having, but that's okay, because I'm still making it. You know, we're doing fine. Uber has literally changed my life. No, I'm not getting paid for Uber. I'm not a spokesman for Uber. I'm just a partner. I'm just a driver. I am basically a nobody. But Uber changed my life. I make enough money. You can pay my bills. If I want to take my kids somewhere, I don't have to work. You know, I'm going to be honest with you right now. I only work 2 days a week. Okay? I make, on average, $350 a week. Payout, that's after all said and done, $350 a week. Just for working Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday night. Okay? Friday, Saturday night. I have 5 days a week that I am home with my kid. I can do whatever I want. I know it is not a lot of money, but it's enough. It's enough. And you cannot put a price on time. Okay? My brother works his butt off. 5 days, sometimes 6 days a week, 8 hours every day, and he brings home around $250 a week after taxes. I'm sorry, but when I can bring home $350 a week just for working Friday and Saturday night, you know, no contest. Why would I want to go do something like that when I can be doing something like this? You cannot put a price on time. If you want to work those extra hours, you can definitely put in some extra hours. You can definitely bring in $600 or so a week. and like I said, you got 2 people in your family willing to go out and do it, and 2 cars that you can do it in, you can make some good money. It's not great money. You're not going to be rich off of it, but it's good money. And again, I want to reiterate that I mean no disrespect to Mr. Ivan, Mr. Guy Uber. Absolutely, I'm not trying to discredit him in any way. This is not a video trying to diss on him. Okay, I'm not a hater. I'm happy for that man and for his family. I don't know how he does it, but man, props. Alright, I just want to make sure that the average person looking to sign up for Uber understands that you're not going to have a $9,000 wristwatch, you're not going to have a $90,000 stereo system in your house, okay, and you're not going to have a fleet of cars in your driveway. So this is not going to happen. Mr. Ivan has mentioned several times that he was a corporate man, a businessman. Understand that that means he made corporate money. Alright, so his house and probably the majority of the items that he owns at this point were already purchased from the money he made as a corporate businessman. $100,000 a year is great money. He's doing very well. I'm very happy for him. Obviously, you can still live a very good lifestyle like that. But, you know, guys, try to keep it reasonable. Try to keep things realistic and keep it in perspective here. That's what this video is for. I don't want you going out, getting on with Uber, and getting pissed off because you didn't make your $100,000 a year. Or even the $50,000 that Uber says, you know, up to. You can do it, but it's going to require a lot of hours. You're going to really put some time in. You're going to have to learn your area. You're going to have to learn where the hot spots are, where the dead spots are. It takes time. Don't get discouraged. Stick with it, and you'll make good money. That's all this video is for. I'll throw in some pictures. Not that I feel like I have to, you know, prove anything to anybody, but I do want you to see that I'm honest. I'm transparent. You can see my pay statements, and my pay statements are going to show how much I got paid. That is not how much. There's a difference. What you make in fares, Uber takes 20% out of. Okay, so you can show that you made $2,000 in fares this week, but 20% of that goes right back to Uber, so you do not get the $2,000. Okay, I will show you my actual payouts so that you can see, on average, you know, figure it out for yourselves. I make $350 a week when it comes down to it at the end of the day. This week I did a little better. I made about $500, but like I said, sometimes they're busier than others, sometimes they're slower, but on average, I personally bring home about $350 a week, and that works for me, and it works for what I'm doing right now with my life. So, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. If you want to sign up for Uber, just send me an email address, send me your phone number or email address, or both, whatever. I'm not going to call you, I'm not going to sell your information or anything like that. It's not what I do. But I will get you set up with Uber. Just hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe, hate, whatever, thumbs down, thumbs up, do whatever you got to do. But you know, I'm just trying to keep it real with you, and I want you guys to succeed. And a lot of people will not succeed if they have goals that are set too high and then they get discouraged. So just stick with it and holler at me if you need anything. All right, I'm here.